Hello, Sam here, editor of Oracle Time, and today I have with me one of the standout pieces from the year so far, which is definitely saying something, the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Extra Thin Jumbo, in green. The Royal Oak Jumbo is a classic in the truest sense. Not only is it the watch that turned Audemars Piguet into the horological giants they are today, but when it was released in 1972, it heralded an entirely new category of timepiece, the luxury sports watch. The steel octagonal design by Gerald Genta was more expensive than AP's gold watches, and at 39mm, it was massive for the time, hence the name Jumbo. It put the designer into the history books and Audemars Piguet up there with the biggest horologists around. It's a story we're all familiar with nowadays, or at least if you have any interest in watches you should be, and we pretty much take it as a given that yes, the Royal Oak is iconic. But Royal Oak as a collection has seen a fair few changes over the years, upping case sizes well above the original 39mm, adding high complications and going for the full-on performance sports look with the offshore. Throughout it all, however, that original model, or more specifically its modern ultra-thin incarnation, the 15202, has been one collectors have kept coming back to. Its smaller and therefore more wearable size, its more streamlined dial, and that stunning original Genta design all make it one of the most sought-after watches around. And that's before you add a green dial into the mix. In case you've missed the parade of forest-hued dials, green is the colour of 2021. It's been on everything from the Jumbo's biggest competitor in the Patek Philippe Nautilus to Rolex Palm Fronds. Until now though, it had never been on a Jumbo, which is enough to get collectors clamouring. The last time the Jumbo had a dial this bold, it was the Rose Gold, salmon by any other name, boutique edition in 2019, and here it's more than a colourful twist. Gone is the collection's signature Grand Tapisserie, excuse my French, guilloche in favour of a downright beautiful smoked green number. It's dark enough to venture into subtlety, but shimmers in the right exposure. It's not just green, it's the green other watches are green with envy over. While the more minimal dial lets the colour speak for itself, the case is a heavyweight. I mean that literally. The full platinum case and bracelet makes for a hefty chunk of metal, definitely the kind of thing you'll need to get used to wearing. All the same, it's as exceptionally engineered as ever, with that famous octagonal bezel and alternating brushed and polished finishes making the most of the incredible faceted shape. Special mention has to go to the bracelet, which has always been one of the best in the business, and this model is no exception. Despite the weight, it does still live up to its extra thin moniker, measuring in at 8.1mm thick. That's almost entirely down to the movement, the superlative caliber 2121. It's a sight to behold through the sapphire caseback, where you can appreciate what a 3.05mm tall movement really looks like. That thinness makes its 40-hour power reserve not too shabby at all. Of course, all this doesn't come cheap. This ultra-thin chunk of platinum and prestige will set you back £96,000. Just be aware that it's only available through Audemars Piguet houses, and there will, most likely, be a waitlist. It's not limited though, so you do have time to save up for your new Grail watch. Thanks for watching. As ever, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments below what you think of Audemars Piguet's latest emerald tinted Jumbo.